Hey, it's Kevin. We're in the car and we are at Hidden Falls Regional Park in St. Paul, and we're going to be taking a lovely drive up Mississippi River Boulevard from St. Paul all the way to the University of Minnesota. It's a beautiful July day, a little hazy in the sky because of the smoke coming down from the Canadian wildfires, but this is one of the prettiest roads, in my opinion, in the entire Twin Cities, so I thought I'd take you along with me and record this beautiful drive for posterity. Let's go. So as we head north along Mississippi River Boulevard here, we're passing the location of the former Ford Twin Cities assembly plant, and they are well underway for the new mixed-use residential retail development over here. They've got the streets laid, the plumbing, they've got buildings going up. Like, I'm not sure how big it is back there, hundreds of acres. Newest development in the city. So that's just pretty cool to see this in action. Here's one of the entry points, and we'll get a look through the fence in a minute here. And the good news is this road has been repaved as we get a little further ahead, so these bumps are going to go away. I'm watching on my screen, and it is a little annoying. I can see that, but sit tight. We're going to hit some fresh pavement soon. Crossing Highland Parkway. And here the road is going to smooth out a bit for us. Some nice houses along the parkway here. Just crossed the end of Summit Avenue. We're going to be heading around the bend right by the College of St. Thomas. So we just passed St. Thomas. Hairpin curve as we come along this gorge that leads into the river valley, and we'll be coming back along the Mississippi in a second. And we are along the Mississippi, but all these trees are blocking our view of the river. Be coming up under the Marshall Avenue Bridge. Ordinarily, we'd have a view of the Minneapolis skyline right here as it opens up, and you can kind of see the shadows of a couple of buildings, but because of this dense haze, you really can't. I mean, you can see Moose Tower up at the University of Minnesota, but that's as far as you can really see because of the haze. So Marshall Avenue in St. Paul, the bridge crosses and becomes East Lake Street on the other side of the river. Some more beautiful homes since we can't see the river. And the road changes as Mississippi River Boulevard turns into East River Parkway, and we are now suddenly in Minneapolis. Bunch of turkeys. Okay, we're getting some bumps here. Go handheld. There are the homes along East River Parkway of Minneapolis. And we are just in time to hit the red light on Franklin Avenue. And I can't pause it since we're live. As we sit at the intersection, we've got Franklin Avenue heading east towards St. Paul, 27th Avenue Southeast, heading kind of generally north to meet with University. Cars crossing the bridge ahead of us are crossing the Franklin Avenue Bridge over the Mississippi, which is going to head further west into Minneapolis, just south of the downtown by about 10 blocks, running south along 94. Again, you'd be able to see some of the buildings of the skyline behind those trees, but with this thick haze, you can barely see across the river. And we are very close to the University of Minnesota. We get across this intersection and we roll right up to the super block, the 4 dorms on the southeast corner of the university, near Moose Tower, University Hospital. Sally's Bar, the Graduate Hotel. And it is July, so the dorms aren't yet open. And we are in summer session, so not a lot of activity on campus right now. There, maybe you can start to see the outline of Moose Tower in the haze. Here we'll see our welcome to the University of Minnesota sign. we are here. Looking at Pioneer Hall. Great view of the skyline right here, and maybe through the haze you can catch the outline of the IDS and Wells Fargo Center. Maybe. Cruising up Harvard Street towards the Aquatic Center. Williams Arena. We've got the U of M Medical Center on the left. Centennial Hall as we get up to Delaware. I'll take it right here. Territorial Hall on the right, where I used to live. But that brings us to the end of our live drive up Mississippi River Boulevard, East River Parkway from St. Paul to the University of Minnesota. Thanks for joining me. It'll be nice to have this drive in the archives about 4 or 5 months from now when it's the middle of the winter and there are no longer any leaves on the trees. I'm going to turn it around and shut off the stream. Thanks for joining me.